Um, I'd like to come back a little bit, quite related to your conversation with Jackie earlier this morning. And in my case, I'd like to talk a bit about this sense of separateness, which seems to still is this bad habit of holding the racket in the wrong way. And I'd like to involve the metaphor you often use of the aware screen. So I can relate to that very easily, and it is limitless, it is aware, it is transparent, it is boundless. And over there is, in my perspective, Rupert is also a vibration of this screen with blue and dark green colors. Well, over there, of course, you see this thing here vibrating in your aware screen, and you see a light white shirt, and differently, different vibration. So my difficulty is now still on how to reconcile that this is just one screen. Does the metaphor here breaks apart when there are two people involved? Because, and I think you tried to explain it with the spaces to Jackie this morning, that it's just one space, but it's still a bad habit of me to feel that this aware screen is still very much my experience.
What do you think the experience of love is?
Yeah, that's...
You know what I mean by the experience of love? Go to that experience. What do you think that is? What do you think it actually is? What are we really experiencing when we experience love?
When there are no longer two screens.
Don't look for the evidence of this understanding in your thoughts.
But can you give me, like, it sounded so easy.
I can use metaphors about the spaces, the two different spaces, the sitting room. These are ways of destroying the evidence of a limited awareness. They don't prove that awareness is unlimited. Thought can't do that, but with thought and using these kind of metaphors, we completely demolish the evidence that thought brings, that there are 7 billion awarenesses. That, the destruction of that belief or those beliefs is not quite the proof that awareness is unlimited. Thought cannot, by reason alone, we cannot prove it. Another faculty has to come in to prove it. That's what love is. That is the proof. Love is the experience that we are not separate. Isn't that what love is? True.
But I still hold my racket the wrong way.
Okay. So now, having discovered that, you want to, having understood the way to hold your racket, and having tasted odd moments of it, you know if you change your grip slightly, it seems really awkward and difficult to do. It seems so, your coach keeps telling you it's the right way to do it, but it feels so uncomfortable because of the bad habit. But every now and then, you make the right stroke, and your body immediately recognizes it. You just know in your body, that's it. Or when you're playing a musical instrument, you make a sound. You play a piece of music and there's like an organic memory in the body that recognizes. So, having had this understanding and having had tastes of this, the work, if we can call it that, there's the sadhana that now needs to be done, and it's a post-enlightenment sadhana, is to help the body and be felt and the world perceived in a way that is consistent with our understanding. And for instance, the meditation that we did this morning, where we explored the body, what we thought was the body, then we realized it was sensation, then we realized it was sensing, then we became this particle of knowing, all these strange explorations, and then the particle of knowing expands into a field which is completely intimate with the field of sensing, where we can't find these two substances. These kind of contemplations, all you need to do is participate and follow, because without our knowing it, we are deconditioning the body from old patterns of feeling. When we undertake these kinds of explorations, the body, without our realizing it, is being washed clean of the separate me feeling. We can't think the body. We can, with our beliefs, we can approach beliefs with our thoughts, but the old feelings in the body, they don't respond to thoughts. Thought is not fine enough. So that's why we do these loving contemplations of the body, in which the body is gradually washed clean of the sense of separation, and this deep sense of lack that we have, that remains long after our understanding is clear, lives in the body. It has to be gradually, lovingly exposed and then dissolved. We can't think it away.
One of the difficulties could have been that very often in my walks, for example, I really try to take the borderline away from screen, if you want, and the view, the grand view, the grand spectacle in which I'm walking, because you cannot separate the two.
Yes.
But you see, my only difficulty is when there's another person coming, and he has such a different
Just imagine
spectacle.
That the other person is like a tree, a strange-shaped tree, and because all you know of the other person at that moment is the experience of seeing. So when you're going for your walks, make sure that that awareness, this pure knowing, is open in all directions to all realms of experience. So awareness is like a camera that doesn't just see the visual image. It's a multimedia, multidimensional camera. It experiences your sights, your sounds, your tastes, textures, smells, thoughts, feelings, images, all simultaneously. That's the whole multidimensional, multi-layered, multimedia experience. And you are the knowing of that. And all there is to all of that is the knowing of it. In fact, not the knowing of it. We never find the it. It's just knowing, modulating itself in this multimedia, multidimensional experience. Now, ask yourself at any moment of your experience, can this field of knowing ever be divided? Does the appearance of a person or a tree or a thought or a feeling or a sensation or a sound or a taste, do any of these experiences ever divide this field into parts? Does the sound divide knowing?
Of course not, yeah.
Stay with the knowing in all experience. When you're going for your walks, you tune in. Just say to yourself, before I go on my walk, all I'm going to know on my walk is knowing. And then you allow the person, the trees, the thoughts, the feeling, you allow everything, because there's no resistance in knowing. You allow everything, but don't let yourself see or know an object. Just know knowing. And you stay with the knowing. Be the knowing. Know only this knowing.
And that person coming towards me in the woods, even
Don't go back to a person coming towards you in the woods. What do you know of a person coming towards you in the woods? Immediately,
No, but
your
he's
the
knowing too.
the
I was going
center
to
of
say
knowing.
he's the knowing too.
Okay,
and
well,
you can
I
recognize.
just let you get away with that formulation. but don't conceptualize your experience as a person. Of course, I understand what you're saying. It's not that he is the knowing. There is no even he there. There's just the knowing. Nothing is coming towards knowing. Nothing is going further away from knowing. Nothing is close to knowing. Nothing is further away from knowing. From the point of view of knowing, which is the only one that knows, there is just itself. Everything equally intimate. It only ever is and knows itself alone. Just stay with that. Stay with the knowing. Be the knowing and know only knowing. Be only knowing, know only knowing, love only knowing. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.